강연TV 시청자 여러분 안녕하십니까. 강연TV에 오신 것을 환영합니다. 오늘은 4월 5일 일요일입니다. 오전 1시 40분입니다. 이번 시간은 구약성경을 읽어보도록 하겠습니다. 여호수아 8장 14절부터 영어 성경으로 읽어보겠습니다. And it came to pass when the king of Ai saw it that they hasted and rose early, and the men of the city went out against Israel to battle, he and all his people at a time appointed before the plain, but he wist not that there were liars in embossing against him behind the city. And Joshua and all Israel made as if they were beaten before them, and fled by the way of the wilderness. And all the people that we are in Ai we are called together to pursue after them, and they pursued after Joshua, and we are thrown away from the city. And there was not a man left in Ai or Bethel that went not out after Israel, and they left the city open and pursued after Israel. And the Lord said unto Joshua, stretch out the spear that is in thy hand toward Ai, for I will give it into thine hand. And Joshua stretched out the spear that he had in his hand toward the city. And the embassy arose quickly out of their place, and they ran as soon as he had stretched out his hand, and they entered into the city and took it, and hasted and set the city on fire. And when the men of Ai looked behind them, they saw, and behold, the smoke of the city ascended up to heaven, and they had no power to flee this way or that way. And the people that fled to the wilderness turned back upon the pursuers. And when Joshua and all Israel saw that the embassy had taken the city, and that the smoke of the city ascended, then they turned again and slew the men of Ai. And the other issues out of the city against them, so they were in the midst of Israel, some on this side and some on that side, and they smote them, so that they let none of them remain or escape. And the king of Ai, they took alive and brought him to Joshua. And it came to pass when Israel had made an end of slaying all the inhabitants of Ai in the field in the wilderness wherein they chased them, and when they were all fallen on the easy of the sword until they were consumed, that they all the Israelites returned unto Ai and smote it with the easy of the sword. And so it was that or that pair that day, both of men and woman, we are 12,000, even or the men of Ai. For Joshua drew not his hand back, where with he stretched out the spear until he had utterly destroyed all the inhabitants of Ai. Only the cattle and the spoil of the city Israel took for prey unto themselves, according unto the word of the Lord, which he commanded Joshua. And Joshua burnt Ai and made it an heap forever, even desolation unto this day. And the king of Ai, he hanged on a tree until even died. And as soon as the sun was down, Joshua commanded that they should take his carcass down from the tree and cast it at the entering of the gate of the city, and raise their own great heap of stones that remains unto this day. Then Joshua built an altar unto the Lord God of Israel in Mount Ebal. As Moses, the servants of the Lord, commanded the children of Israel, as it is written in the book of the law of Moses, an altar of whole stones over which no man has lifted up any iron, and they offered their own burnt offerings to the Lord and sacrifice the peace offerings. And he wrote there upon the stones a copy of the law of Moses, which he wrote in the presence of the children of Israel. And all Israel and their elders and officials and their judges stood on this side the ark, and on that side before the priests, the Levites, which bear the ark of the covenant of the Lord, as well the stranger as he that was born among them. Half of them over against Mount Gerizim, and half of them over against Mount Ebal, as Moses, the servant of the Lord, had commanded the people that they should bless the people of Israel. And afterward, he read all the words of the law, the blessing song, and cursing song, according to all that is written in the book of the law. There was not of all that Moses commanded, which you should read not the people or the congregation of Israel, with the woman and the little ones and the strangers that we are conversant among them. And it came to pass when all the kings which we are on this side the Jordan, in the hills and in the valleys and in all the coast of the great sea, over against the Lebanon, the Hittite and the Amorite, the Canaanite, the Perizzite, the Hivite, and the Jebusite heard thereof. They gathered themselves together to fight with Joshua and with Israel with one accord. And when the inhabitants of Gibeon heard what Joshua had done unto Jericho and to Ai, they did work while and went and made as if they had been ambassadors, and took all the shekels upon their asses, and were in battles, old and rent and bound up, and all the shows and crowded upon their feet, and all the garments upon them, and all the bread of their provision was dry and and they went to Joshua unto the camp at Gilgal, and said unto him and to the men of Israel, we be come from a far country. Now therefore make ye league with us. And the man of Israel said unto the Hivites, per adventure, ye dwell among us, and how shall we make a league with you? And they said unto Joshua, we are thy servants. And Joshua said unto them, who are ye, and from whence come ye? And they said unto him, from a very far country, thy servants are come because of the name of the Lord thy God. For we have heard the fame of him and all that he did in Egypt. And all that he did to the two kings of the Amorites that were beyond Jordan, to Sihon, king of Heshbon, and to Og, king of Basan, which was at Astarot, wherefore our elders and all the inhabitants of our country spake to us, saying, take a big to us with you for the journey, and go to meet them, and said unto them, we are your servants, therefore now make ye league with us. This our bread we took had for our provision out of our houses on the day we came forth to go unto you. But now behold, it is dry and it is the 마을대. And these bottles of wine which we filled we are new and behold they apparent and these our garments and our shoes are become old by reason of the very long journey. And the man took up their pictures and asked not counsel at the mouth of the road. And Yeshua made peace with them and made a league with them to let them arrive. And the princes of the congregation swear unto them. And they came to pass at the end of 3 days after they had made a review with them, and that they heard that they were the laborers, and that they dwelt among them. And the children of Israel journeyed and came unto their cities on the third day. Now their cities were Gibeon and Kobira. And Erod and Kiryat Yarim. And the children of Israel smote them not because the princes of the congregation had sworn unto them by the Lord God of Israel, and all the congregation murmured against the princes. But all the princes said unto all the congregation, we have sworn unto them by the Lord God of Israel. Now, therefore, we may not touch them. This we will do to them. We will even let them arrive, or else be upon us because of the oath which we swear unto them. And the princes said unto them, let them arrive, but let them be hewers about wood and throwers about water unto all the congregation, as the princes had promised them. And Yeshua called for them, and he spake unto them, saying, wherefore have ye be called also, saying, we are very far from you, when ye dwell among us. And now therefore ye are cursed, and there shall none of you be freed from being bondmen and hewers of wood and drawers of water for the house of my God. And they answered Joshua and said, because it was certainly told thy servants how that the Lord thy God commanded his servant Moses to give you all the land and to destroy all the inhabitants of the land from before you. Therefore, we are so afraid of our lives because of you and have done this thing. And now, behold, we are in hand as it seems so good and right unto thee to do unto us do. And so did he unto them and delivered them out of the hand of the children of Israel, that they slew them not. And Joshua made them that they hew also about and throw also about water for the congregation and for the altar of the Lord, even unto this day, in the place which he should choose. Now I came to pass when Adoni Sedek, king of Jerusalem, had heard how Joshua had taken Ai and had utterly destroyed it, as he had done to Jericho and her king. So he had done to Ai and her king, and how the inhabitants of Gibeon had made peace with Israel, and we are among them. That he appeared greatly because Gibeon was a great city, as one of the loyal cities, and because it was greater and high, and all the men thereof we are mighty. Wherefore Adoni-Sedek, king of Jerusalem, sent unto Hoham, king of Hebron, and unto Biram, king of Yabi, Yarmut, and unto Yabia, king of Lagisa, and unto Debil, king of Egron, saying, come up unto me and help me, that we may smite Gibeon, for it had made peace with Joshua and with the children of Israel. Therefore the 5 kings of the Amorites, the king of Jerusalem, the king of Hebron, the king of Yamusa, the king of Lagisa, the king of Ekron, gathered themselves together and went up they and all their hosts and encamped before Gibeon and made war against it. And the man of Gibeon sent unto Joshua to the camp to Gilgal, saying, select not thy hand from thy servants, come up to us quickly and save us and help us, for all the kings of the Amorites that dwell in the mountains are gathered together against us. So Joshua sent from Gilgal, he and all the people of war with him, and all the mighty men of Valor. And the Lord said unto Joshua, fear them not, for I have delivered them into thine hand. There shall not a man of them stand before thee. Joshua therefore came unto them suddenly, and went up from Gilgal all night. And the Lord discomfited them before Israel, and slew them with a great slaughter at Givon, and chased them along the way that goes up to Bet Horon, and some of them at Is Asga, and unto Makkedah. And they came to Pesa as they parted from before Israel, and we are going down to Bet Horon, that the Lord cast down great stones from heaven upon them unto Asega, and they died. They were more which died with hailstones than they whom the children of Israel slew with the sword. Then spake Joshua to the Lord in the day when the Lord delivered the Amorites before the children of Israel. And he said in the sight of Israel, son, stand thou still upon Gibeon, and thou moon in the belly of Yarlon. And the sun stood still, and the moon stayed until the people had avenged themselves upon their enemies. Is not this written in the book of Yasel? So the sun stood still in the midst of heaven, and hasted not to go down about a whole day. And there was no day reckoned that before it or after it, that the Lord hearkened unto the voice of a man for the Lord for Israel. And Joshua returned and all Israel with him unto the camp to Gilgal. But these five kings brought and hid themselves in a cave at Makkedah. And it was told Joshua, saying, the five kings are found hid in a cave at Makkedah. And Joshua said, roll great stones upon the mouth of the cave, and set men by it for to keep them. And they say, not but pursue after your enemies, and some might the hinder most of them, spur them not to enter into their cities, for the Lord your God has delivered them into your hand. And it came to pass when Joshua and the children of Israel had made an end of slaying them with a very great slaughter, till they were consumed, that the last of which remained of them entered into fenced the cities. And all the people returned to the camp to Joshua at Makkedah in peace. None moved his tongue against any of the children of Israel. Then said Joshua, open the mouth of the cave, and bring out those five kings unto me out of the cave. and they did so, and brought forth those 5 kings unto him out of the cave. The king of Jerusalem, the king of Hebron, the king of Yarmouth, the king of Lachish, and the king of Ekron. And it came to pass when they brought out those kings unto Joshua, that Joshua called for all the men of Israel, and said unto the captain of the men of war, which went with him, come near, put your feet upon the necks of these kings. And they came near and put their feet upon the necks of them. And Joshua said unto them, fear not, nor be dismayed, be strong and of good courage, for those shall the Lord do to all your enemies against whom ye fight. And afterward Joshua smote them and slew them and hanged them on 5 trees, and they were hanging upon the trees until the evening. And they came to pass at the time of the going down of the sun, that Joshua commanded, and they took them down off the trees, and cast them into the cave wherein they had been hid, and laid great stones in the cave's mouth, which remain until this very day. And the day Joshua took Makkedah and smote it with the edge of the sword, and the king thereof he utterly destroyed them, and all the souls that were therein he let none remain, and he did to the king of Makkedah as he did unto the king of Jericho. Then Joshua passed from Makkedah and all Israel with him unto Rimnah, and fought against Rimnah. And the Lord delivered it also, and the king thereof into the hand of Israel, and he smote it with the edge of the sword, and all the souls that were therein he let none remain in it, but did unto the king thereof as he did unto the king of Jericho. And Joshua passed from Rimnah, and all Israel with him unto Lachish, and encamped against it, and fought against it. And the Lord delivered Lachish into the hand of Israel, which took it on the second day, and smote it with the edge of the sword, and all the souls that were therein, according to all that he had done to Rimnah. Then Horam, king of Gezer, came up to help Lachish, and Joshua smote him and his people until he had left him none remaining. And from Lachish Joshua passed unto Ekron, and all Israel with him, and they encamped against it, and fought against it. And they took it on that day and smote it with the edge of the sword, and all the souls that we are therein he utterly destroyed that day, according to all that he had done to Lagisa. And Joshua went up from Gurun, and all Israel with him unto Hebron, and they fought against it, and they took it and smote it with the edge of the sword, and the king thereof, and all the cities thereof, and all the souls that we are therein. He left none remaining, according to all that he had done to Ekron, but destroyed it utterly, and all the souls that we are therein. And Joshua returned and all Israel with him to Baal and fought against him, and he took it, and the king thereof, and all the cities thereof, and they smote them with the edge of the sword, and utterly destroyed all the souls that we are therein. He left none remaining, as he had done to Hebron, so he did to Baal and to the king thereof, as he had done also to Rimna and to her king. So Joshua smote all the country of the hills and of the south, and of the Baal, and of the springs, and all the kings. He left none remaining, but utterly destroyed all that breathed, as the Lord God of Israel commanded. And Joshua smote them from Kadesh Nea, even unto Gaza, and all the country of Goshen, even unto Gibeon. And all these kings and the land did Joshua take at one time, because the Lord God of Israel fought for Israel. And Joshua returned, and all Israel with him unto the camp of Gilgal. And he came to Pesa when Yabin, king of Hasur, had heard those things that he sent to Yobab, king of Madon, and to the king of Shimlon, and to the king of Aksab, and to the kings that were on the north of the mountains, and of the plains south of Kinnerot, and in the valley, and in the borders of Tor on the west. And to the Canaanites on the east and on the west, and to the Amorite, and the Hittite, and the Perizzite, and the Jebusite in the mountains, and to the Hivite under Hermon in the land of Mizpah. And they went out, they and all their hosts with them, much people, even as the sand it is upon the sea shore in multitude with horses, and carry out very many. And when all these kings were met together, they came and pitched together at the what battles of Rome to fight against Israel. And the Lord said unto Joshua, be not afraid because of them, for tomorrow about this time will I deliver them up all slain before Israel. Thou shalt how their horses and upon their chariots with fire. So Joshua came and all the people of war with him against them by the waters of Merom suddenly, and they fell upon them. And the Lord delivered them into the hand of Israel, who smote them and chased them unto great Sidon and unto Miss Rebot Meim. And unto the valley of Misebe eastward, and they smote them until they left them none remaining. And Joshua did unto them as the Lord bade him. He howled their horses and burnt their chariots with fire. And Joshua at that time turned back and took Hazor and smote the king of thereof with the sword. For Hazor before time was the head of all those kingdoms, and they smote all the souls that we are therein with the edge of the sword, utterly destroying them. There was not any left to praise. And he burnt Hazor with fire. And all the cities of those kings and all the kings of them did Joshua take and smote them with the edge of the sword. And he utterly destroyed them as Moses, the servant of the Lord, commanded. But as for the cities that stood still in their strength, Israel burned none of them, save Hazor only, that did Joshua burn. And all the spoil of these cities and the cattle the children of Israel took for prey unto themselves, but every man they smote with the edge of the sword until they had destroyed them. Neither left they any to praise. As the Lord commanded Moses his servant, so did Moses commanded Joshua, and so did Joshua. He left nothing undone of all that the Lord commanded Moses. So Joshua took all that land, the hills, and all the south country, and all the land of Goshen, and the valley, and the plain, and the mountain of Israel, and the valley of the same. Even from the Mount Harlak that goes up to Seir, even unto Baal God in the valley of Lebanon under Mount Hermon, and all their kings he took and smote them and slew them. Joshua made war a long time with all those kings. There was not a city that made peace with the children of Israel, save the Hivites, the inhabitants of Gibeon. All other they took in battle. For it was of the road to harden their hearts, that they should come against Israel in a battle, that he might destroy them utterly, and that they might have no favor, but that he might destroy them, as the Lord commanded Moses. And at that time came Joshua and cut off the Anakims from the mountains, from Hebron, from the bill, from Anak, and from all the mountains of Judah, and from all the mountains of Israel. Joshua destroyed them utterly with their cities. There was none of the Anakims left in the land of the children of Israel, only in Gaza, in Gad, and in Asdod. They all remained. So Yeshua took the whole, and according to all that the Lord said unto Moses, and Joshua gave it for an inheritance unto Israel according to their divisions by their tribes, and the land rested from war. Now these are the kings of the land which the children of Israel smote and possessed their land on the other side Jordan, toward the rising of the sun, from the river Anon unto Mount Hermon, and all the plain on the west. Sihon, king of the Amorites, who dwelt in Heshbon, and ruled from Aroel, which is upon the bank of the river Arnon, and from the middle of the river, and from half Gilead, even unto the river Jabbok, which is the border of the children of Ammon. And from the plain to the sea of Kinnerot, on the east end unto the sea of the plain, even the salt sea on the east, the way to Bet Yeshimot, and from the south under Asdod, Pisgah. And the coast of king of Basan, which was of the remnant of the giants that dwelt at Astarot and at Edrei, and reckoned in Mount Hermon, and in Salga, and in all Basan, unto the border of the Geshurites, and the Maacasites, and half Gilead, the border of Sihon, king of Heshbon. Came did Moses, the servant of the Lord, and the children of Israel smite, and Moses, the servant of the Lord, gave it for possession unto the Reubenites, and the Gadites, and the half tribe of Manasseh. And these are the kings of the country which Joshua and the children of Israel smote on this side, Jordan, on the west from Baal Gad in the valley of Lebanon, even unto the Mount Harak. That goes up to Seir, which Joshua gave unto the tribes of Israel for opposition, according to their divisions in the mountains and in the valleys and in the plains and in the springs and in the wilderness and in the south country, the Hittites, the Amorites and the Canaanites, the Perizzites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites. Taking about Jericho 1, taking about Ai, which is beside Bethel 1, taking about Jerusalem 1, taking about Hebron 1, taking about Yarmouth 1, taking about Lachish 1, taking about Ekron 1, the king about Gesel 1, taking about Debir 1, the king about Gedel 1, the king of Horma 1, the king of Arad 1. The king of Limna 1, the king of Adullam 1, the king of Makeda 1, the king of Bethel 1, the king of Tabuah 1, the king of Hebel 1, the king of Abek 1, the king of La Saron 1, the king of Madon 1, the king of Hazul 1, the king of Shimron Moron 1, the king of Aksab 1, the king of Anak 1, the king of Megiddo 1, the king of Kedes 1, the king of Yok Noam of Carmel 1, the king of Dor in the coast of Dor 1, the king of the nations of Gilgal 1, the king of Tirosa 1, or the kings 30 and 1. And now Joshua was worthy and stricken in ears, and the Lord said unto him, thou art old and stricken in years, and there remains yet very much land to be possessed there. From She-Hor, which is before Egypt, even unto the borders of Eglon, northward, which is counted to the Canaanite, 5 roads of the Philistines, the Kasa-sites, and the Asdo-sites, the Eskaronites, the Getites, and the Eglonites, Eglonites, also the Ebites. From the south, all the land of the Canaanites and Meola, that is besides the Sidonians unto Abek to the borders of the Amorites. And the land of the keep light and all the Lebanon to the sun rising from where I got on the Mount Hermon unto the entering into Hamed. All the inhabitants of the hill country from Lebanon unto Misrepot-maim, and all the Sidonians them will I drive out from before the children of Israel, only divide it by a lot unto the Israelites for an inheritance as I have commanded thee. Now therefore divide this land for an inheritance unto the 9 tribes and the half tribe of Manasseh, with whom the Reubenites and the Gadites have received the all inheritance which Moses gave them beyond Jordan eastward, even as Moses the servant of the Lord gave them from Arroel that is upon the bank of the river Arnon, and the city that is in the midst of the river, and all the plain of Medeba unto Dibon, and all the cities of Sihon, king of the Amorites, which reckoned in Heshbon unto the border of the children of Ammon, and the Gilad, and the border of the Geshurites, and Maacasite, and all Mount Hermon, and all Basan unto Sarga. All the king of Og in Basan, which reigned in Astaroth and in Edrei, who remained about the remnant of the giants, for did Moses smite and cast them out. Nevertheless, the children of Israel expelled not the Geshurites nor the Maacasite, but the Geshurites and the Maacasite dwell among the Israelites until this day. Only unto the tribe of Levi he gave none inheritance, the sacrifices of the Lord God of Israel made by fire, and their inheritance as he said unto them. And Moses gave unto the tribe of the children of Reuben inheritance according to their families, and their coast was from Arroel, that is on the bank of the river Arnon, and the city that is in the midst of the river, and all the plain by Medeba. As when all her cities that are in the plain, Dibon and Bamoth, Baal, and Bet Baal Moon. And Yahas and Kedemot and Mebaat and Kiriataim and Shimma and Seret Sahar in the mount of the belly, and Bet Boor and Asdod Bisga. And Bet Yoshimot or the cities of the plain and or the kingdom of Shihon, king of the Amorites, which reigned in Heshbon, whom Moses smote with the princes of Midian, Ewi, and Ligam, and Sur, and Hul, and Liba, which we are dukes of Shihon, dwelling in the country. Balaam also Balaam also the son of Beor, Seir, did the children of Israel slay with the sword among them, that we are slain by them. And the border of the children of Reuben was Jordan, and the border thereof, this was the inheritance of the children of Reuben after their all families, the cities and the villages thereof. And Moses gave inheritance unto the tribe of God, even unto the children of God, according to their families. And their coast was Yaser, and all the cities of Gilad, and half the land of the children of Ammon unto Aroel, that is before Laves. And from Heshbon unto Ramet Misbeh, and Bedonim, and from Mahanaim unto the border of Dobil, and in the valley, Beth Aram, and Benimna, and Sukkot, and Sabon, the rest of the kingdom of Sihon, king of Heshbon, Jordan, and his border, even unto the edge of the sea of Kinneret, on the older side of Jordan eastward. This is the inheritance of the children of God after their families, the cities and their villages. And Moses gave inheritance unto the half tribe of Manasseh, and this was the possession of the half tribe of the children of Manasseh by their families. And their coast was from Mahanaim or Basan, or the kingdom of king of Basan, and or the towns of Yair, which are in Basan, 3 cities, and half Gilead, and Astarot, and Edrei, cities of the kingdom of Og in Basan, were pertaining unto the children of Magil, the son of Manasseh, even to the one half of the children of Magil by their families. These are the countries which Moses did distribute for inheritance in the plains of Moab on the other side of Jordan by Jericho eastward. But unto the tribe of Levi, Moses gave not any inheritance. The Lord God of Israel was their inheritance, as he said unto them. 여호수아 13장 33절까지 읽어봤습니다. 34장은 다음 시간에 계속해서 읽어보도록 하겠습니다. 시청해 주셔서 감사합니다. 안녕히 계십시오.